Hey everyone, it's Megan, and today I am doing my movement response. So what I chose to do is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's the Wahare Maori dance group from New Zealand. And I also chose the Palalu or the Pelu girl dance group from Palalu. I chose these two dances because both cultures use dance as more than just a performance. So, as we know, dance is a way to preserve history and honor ancestors, express cultural identity, and strengthen connections, and all of those things tightening the community. So, a little bit of background, the Maori dance uses powerful movements and a lot of facial expressions, as we've probably all seen in the dance video. So they have a really strong connection to their ancestors, and especially ancestors that are tied within the land. So in contrast, the girl group dance uses like hand gestures and flowing movements and more group formations to represent their storytelling, and they kind of use that to respect cultural traditions that are passed down through generations. So the theme that I will focus on today will be dance as a connection to ancestors and cultural identity. So although these two dances are different and they're different styles of movement, they both show how dance can communicate beliefs, preserve traditions, and bring communities together. So let's get into the dancing. Alright, so the first dance move is from the Maori dance group, and this is going to represent strength and connection to the land and grounding oneself with ancestors. For the second gesture I'm going to do is going to be focusing on the haka style gesture. So they, as you see in the video, have very wide expressions, facial expressions, and they're sticking out their tongue, and they have widened eyes, and they also have very strong arms. So the meaning behind this is that it communicates emotions such as courage, pride, and respect, and it connects the dancers to ancestral stories and warriors. Alright, so they have their tongues out, and they have strong arms and wide eyes. So for this third movement, I don't have another person around me to do this with me, but I'm basically going to be moving around as a group. So within the video, they're moving in sync. So I think that the meaning of this shows that identity comes from community and ancestors. So the dancers are not performing as individuals, but they're performing as representatives of their people. So I'm gonna try to do this. So if I had another person next to me, we would all be in sync. And then we would all do that together. Okay, so now onto the Palu girl movements. So for the first movement I'm going to do is going to be the hand gestures that they did. So I feel like hands are used to communicate stories, and especially how when people talk, they are used to tell stories, I guess, and they're also used in cultural traditions. So I feel like it also represents passing knowledge from one generation to another. So here's the dance. For the second movement, the meaning is going to be that the swaying is going, like the swaying in the body movements, it represents grace and harmony and connection within the nature, with nature and the community. So as a group, they were just kind of swaying. And for the third Palalu Girl Group movement. The dancers are going to be moving together in patterns, and the meaning of this represents unity and shared cultural identity. It also shows how traditions are preserved through community and participation, because to keep a tradition, it has to trickle down through a lot of people, and so that's another reason. So if I had a lot of people around me, we would all hold hands and go in a circle. So for my movement phrase, I'm going to combine both groups together. So although both of these dances are from different cultures, it's very important that everyone sees that dance is both a powerful way to connect people, and especially to their history and beliefs. So the Maori dance kind of emphasizes strength, ancestral connection, and collective identity, while the Paluan dance highlights storytelling, respect, and harmony. But overall, both demonstrate that dance is not just entertainment, but it's also meaningful, and it preserves culture and expresses spiritual beliefs. Thank you.